12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner.
So, shit.
Is perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London.
Alright everybody, so we're searching through the hospital. I haven't evolved yet. We're just searching through the hospital here. I'm Synobyte, and this is the Idiot Gamer, and welcome back to Vampyr, where I eat people that piss me off. Are you gonna piss me off? Oh, who the hell is that? We're gonna watch. We're spying on him.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway.
Rakesh is a corpse thief.
I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more.
Oh, he's Hindu.
You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
You dirty
I will not
piece
forget
of
you,
crap.
sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
So Rakesh, I bet, steals from the dead. He is responsible for. See, I just kind of came across this, man. This game, it's pretty cool, man. Now, I don't know if that guy works here in the hospital to if I'm just going to randomly find him on the street. I don't know, but we now know that about that guy permanently. This is pretty cool, man. It really is. What's in here?
It's
locked.
all right.
It's always locked. Rakesh. Buddy old pal.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate. It's locked.
Of course, because he just stole it. Rakesh, man, we need to talk.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a
Oh,
doctor too?
Not
did you
anymore,
want to rob
sir.
my pockets?
I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir.
Yeah, I was
It is just
fingering
that I
all my
like to be
patients while they
precise.
were under the
I run
influence
a
of
little pawn shop while taking care of the dead.
anesthesia.
But I used to be a real doctor.
Because you wanted to rob them. Oh my gosh, it's 4. He's healthy.
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
Yeah, I bet. I saw what you do.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since...
Because I saw you robbing the
Funny
dead.
story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
She's
You were
dead.
missing,
You gonna
and
rob
she
her?
was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Yeah, she's relieved, alright. She is relieved of breathing. The trouble of breathing.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies.
So no one's
Situation
around,
was very
basically.
different when the main morgue was still open.
Okay.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Mm-hmm.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
All right.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most
Considering
people
what I
fear
saw him
or
doing.
at least have a respect for dead flesh.
So, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death
All right.
itself.
Alright, let's take a look at that. Rakesh is not afraid of death since he served as a medic. Look at what he's worth. I am going to eat this man.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks.
The Navy gets the
A
gravy
dangerous
and
place
the
with
Army
many
gets the
unpleasant
beans,
business.
beans.
Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
How many of you old enough to know that? Let me know in the comments. So we got 2 out of 3 with this guy, man. He's worth a lot of money. And I need a hint. Personal questions. We'll get to
A
that.
pawnbroker. I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
So you think hiding the shit you steal in that chest from dead bodies is the sanitary solution? You idiot.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange.
Right.
Some people sell, some others buy.
Okay.
I like to help.
Okay. See, I can't tell if that's grayed out or white.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Oh, really? He's still 4. Man.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful.
I'm gonna
sir.
feed him
Quite
pork.
depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before
I know some
losing
people from
our
India.
humanity, sir.
Is it pork or is it beef? Oh man, I can't remember.
So you're ready to die?
They won't eat
No,
one of the 2.
I'm not. I don't fear death,
I
for
think
I
actually
won't see
both.
it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr.
No, Dr. Reed.
Oh,
I
you
am a
will
foolish
die.
man. But I like to think
I'm going to do
otherwise.
everything I can to get these numbers right here down. Not that I already...
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I...
You're a wise man.
No, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, I already did that. Alright. Let's go ahead and confront him.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Honestly, I don't really care. Let's just say this to him.
You may be right, but you'll go to jail if you're caught.
If ever I have to go to jail, I'm sure I'll find a way to help people there, too.
I don't like this guy. He's way too positive. And I can't mesmerize him. Because I'm not high enough level yet. I'm sure that's what that means. So, alright. What
Please
you got?
show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
What you got, like, never mind. An enigmatic formula. This formula, written on a piece of paper, seems complex and needs to be analyzed. Okay. He's got opium. And codeine. Codeine's fun, I gotta admit. He doesn't want to buy anything from me. Fucker. I don't know what I need yet, so I'm not gonna sell. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this because I think that's going to help me.
It's locked, all right.
Of course it's locked. What's this say? Your city needs you. Every life saved by efficient medical aid is a slow... I was trying to read it off the actual poster. The words got a little blurry. I'm pushing 40 years old, guys. You know what I mean? Who's in here? Oh, these are the people that he was just stealing from. Details. Dear love, I finally found blah. Oh, that's about Milton. Shillings. Here, I'm robbing the dead, and I was just saying I'm going to kill that guy for doing it. Alright, what's that say? Nurses are needed. Who's talking? Is it you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune.
This episode's probably just going to be going
honor,
around
sir.
getting to know everybody in the
Thank you.
hospital.
And you are?
And then
I am
at the
Thoreau
end,
Strickland,
I'll go
Dr.
up and take
Thoreau
all my
Strickland.
XP and
I'm
we'll
a
evolve.
great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm
Why?
convinced it's the future.
What? You run experiments?
I based my technique on my mentor's research.
Okay.
He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
What are you doing to people? Thoreau's experiments in blood transfusion have not been successful yet. What are you doing to people? He's 4 mesmerized. Okay, so this guy's like
May remain
mad
empty-handed, but
scientist
you won't
shit.
fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge
It's
is
just
the
what
main
I'm
weapon against the
assuming.
ravages of this epidemic.
Okay.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
The ambient sound is really cool. Should I help him? Let's go ahead and help
It's
this guy.
always a pleasure to share scientific
So I
and
think this
medical
guy's
knowledge
kind
with
of a
someone
freak.
eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we,
Right,
as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea.
Sorry, I keep bumping my
With
mic.
your arrival,
I'll
I
move it up
can't
here.
think of a better
There.
opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Alright. He's really into this, isn't he?
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research.
Oh god.
The supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play
Yep.
the errand boy for you?
Oh no,
Exactly.
Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by.
Fetch, boy, fetch. Yeah. Let's ask him about
Do
medical
you need
checkup.
my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Okay, okay. See, personal questions are still white.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us
See all
about
this
the real
background
origin of his
information
injury.
you learn
He
by
first claimed it was an
talking.
accident,
But why would he hide
I like
such
this.
crucial information from us?
because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own
Right.
negligence.
Okay. So I just learned something about Harvey Fiddick. Who is Harvey? Harvey is blaming himself for his injury. I haven't met him yet. Okay.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping
Right.
his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears.
Okay.
Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Alright, so maybe this guy's not such a freak. But he's worth a lot. Alright, so I need a bunch more hints for him.
What can you tell me about the...
Well, it has always been an honor.
Okay, so there's probably going to be more stuff there that we can unlock over time. Yeah, I see.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Dr. Strickland.
Okay. So that guy's very excited about blood. She's in agonizing pain. You guys got tummy aches? Yeah. Belly's hurt.
What
We
can I
learn
do for
anything
you,
new with
Doctor?
her? No, I have not.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Oh, wait. Crap. No. No.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Does she have options? No, she doesn't. Alright.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Okay, so can't do anything with her.
My sweet girl
That's
treats me like
that guy we just learned a little bit about. Oh, well, just took all that stuff. Unfinished letter. Pembroke Hospital, 2nd of November. My dear children, sorry for the bloop. Oh, that was something else about Harvey? Harvey will not be able to feed his family as long as his arm is still injured. Dude. Okay. I need to start reading this stuff. We'll talk to him in just a moment. Just looking around. Who are you? Are you the
Good
guy who
evening,
was
sir.
just... Oh,
I'm
wait.
Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Oh, that's
Welcome
Ackroyd.
aboard, I suppose.
Okay.
Does my arrival
We just learned
inconvenience
about
you
him.
in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us
Talking to the
just
other
say
doc.
that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here
Why?
are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Hmm. This guy's... Yeah.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Second.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree
Okay.
with that, I'm sure.
Right.
But I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
This guy's such an ass.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really
Right.
won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
This guy's a real prick. You know, just to piss him off.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Alright, alright. Does he have anything else? Yes.
Since your tenure in this hospital is...
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around
I
me.
bumped the button on there, sorry.
I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
What's that? Waverly disapproves modern medicine methods. Okay, okay. His social circle is Harvey and Dr. Strickland. This guy is such a dick. Man.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
You sure about that?
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
Okay.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money? Fame? Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want
This
you to
guy
admit
is
you
so
used
dead.
those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress.
This man
War only reveals the worst in men.
is the
We
kind
can
of
at
man
least
I
agree
hate
on
to work
something,
with.
Dr. Ackroyd.
Too afraid to think outside the box. He's always just wanting to do what everyone else does. You are the problem with society. You never want to advance.
Thank you for your
I'm
time.
going to kill this man.
We'll talk later.
You just want to do what you do in your stupid little routines, your stupid little things. I hate you. I'm going to eat you. Sorry, just talking to that guy really aggravated the shit out of me. You stupid oaf. What's your problem?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied
What
with
did
your
you do to your arm?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
So I got all the details about this guy. He's only worth 1,000. But he's down to 1.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
My father worked as a carpenter. He always did double shifts too.
Tell me more about the
12,
death of your
16
wife,
hours a
Harvey.
day, man.
1915. I was in the army. building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps.
At least that's what he said he
Helen
was
was
doing.
happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
Let's see what happens. Your arm's screwed, man. There's nothing you can do about
All I
it.
wanted was to go back to work. To take care of my children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, now you don't have to worry about that anymore. I helped you. And these people can stop arguing. Now we can all get on back with our lives. Everybody, work.
How can we be sure we're making
So now, will that affect
Good evening, Dr.
conversation
Strickland.
here?
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay, well. Okay, he's gone. Anybody else to talk to? Anybody else? There's that frickin' prick, man. Is there no one else?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Did I ever ask her this?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Doctor.
Okay.
I'll leave you, Miss...
Okay, see you later. Man, that lady is so weird. Looked like there was something here. Oh yeah, this is that room where I found that note. Alright, alright. That was locked. Alright, let's go upstairs. I think I pretty much talked to... Wait, that guy out there, we learned new information about him, didn't we? Thomas Elwood. Is that one dude? Don't even remember. Alright, let's open this door.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody...
Alright, there, he's dead. So that lady was no joke, man. She was actually... There was somebody watching her. Can I spy? Can I spy on people from here? So I just did a mission and I didn't even realize I was doing it. There's Sean Hampton. Oh yeah, I didn't talk to Sean Hampton. Yeah, I gotta go back out front. Thomas Elwood. He's the old war veteran. Yeah. Okay, so he's dead. Can I spy on people? Why do I have a reflection? So many things happening. Oh, there's another one. Crap, dude. I need stamina. Man, I'm hitting it. Dude. Messing this guy up, man. Oh man, dude, that guy was actually like really, really tough, no joke. I need better stuff apparently. Is that the ambulance guy? Photography, back Milton. Yeah,
So,
that is.
Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item.
Oh,
Those two have hidden their affections well.
lead plate. There's Pippa. There's Thomas. Sean. Yeah, we haven't talked to Sean yet. Let's talk to Sean and then we'll head upstairs and evolve
evening,
because
Mr.
my health is really low.
How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You
Right.
dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle. I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in...
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare.
Okay.
No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Right.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit
Okay.
to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
That already happened?
Has
Since...
the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no.
Okay. That
I've
quick.
had this nickname for so long. You know, the sad saint of the East End.
So I don't feel so
No
bad
one
killing
dares
that
to bug
guy
a
now that I
saint.
know he was like
Not
a
even criminals.
He was a gangster. I don't feel so bad about killing him now. Personal questions.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss
good,
Harriet
good.
Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton?
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea
I wonder
is
if he's
well
going to
versed
turn
in
into
blood transfusion,
vampire.
and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Blood transfusion. That's going
I
to
believe all I need is rest.
cure vampirism, I
and then
guess.
I can go back to the people who need me.
Yeah, see, I don't have any options. Like to look
What
at
do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton?
blood and all that.
I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks.
Yeah, why isn't that
and I
cross
try to
bothering
guide
me?
the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton?
A
A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Okay.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Alright,
Mr.
well,
Hampton. We'll talk again later.
yeah, you're an interesting fellow. That's locked.
It's locked.
What of my own life?
So there's Thomas, there's Pippa. So this is a room I haven't been in yet. Let's talk to you first.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs
Hey,
you,
baby.
sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Oh, have you now?
What can you tell me about...
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Are you really that rich?
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs.
Really?
Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession.
Okay.
I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Okay.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcome.
Beatrice questions the Pembroke Hospital's efficiency.
Come in.
Okay.
I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Right, okay.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Wait, what? Pippa is thinking about quitting the Pembroke Hospital. Pippa saves beds for patients who can pay. She's a dirty little...
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Right.
What can you tell?
Not much to say.
Okay.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail.
What?
I can't let that happen.
It was back
I
then?
understand you fear the legal consequences.
Alright, what's the other one? Beatrice hid her son's suicide attempt to keep him out of jail. Ooh, she's getting tastier and tastier, isn't she?
It's Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Maybe you're just such a stupid frickin' lady and you're driving
Goodbye,
him
Mrs.
to
Goswick.
suicide so he can get away from his overbearing mother. You ever think of that? Hey,
Good evening.
kid.
I'm Dr. Reed.
What's
Can I
up?
help at all?
No,
Really?
Good.
Why are
Didn't
you
want
here,
to.
then?
I don't want to talk. My
That's
throat
good because I
hurts
didn't
too
want to
much.
really talk to
I
you.
suppose that this pain is the reason you're here.
Hmm.
Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
So, why'd you want to kill yourself here? He's fatigued. Treatment for fatigue.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Oh, good. Let's keep talking to him then.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox.
So we need to
but rest
his
assured, you're
mother
in good hands.
is why he did
It's not
what he
me
did.
you
I
have
was
to
right.
convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
You hate your mother, don't you?
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I can't, because I don't have treatment for fatigue.
I will
Sorry.
see you later. Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Can I help you in
I wrote a letter for my mother.
I see.
Yes.
Alright, so that was okay. Tell me about
about
yourself.
I don't want to talk.
Okay.
I have to go now.
Don't waste your time with me.
So I got information.
Good
See how
evening,
this stuff
Good
plays
evening,
out.
Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at
No,
all.
I don't care
Good.
at all.
Please.
So now I got everything for him. Our couple, Milton runs rackets, Pembroke's patience. Milton's reputation is mediocre.
Take this money anyway.
So,
To remind you to keep your mouth shut.
and now Pippa saves beds. Pippa Milton hooks. Pippa is thinking about quitting the Pembroke Hospital. Got one more with her.
Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Right.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
I was tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up.
Okay.
She's as depressed as I am.
Alright.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right,
Right.
but we support each other. And that's all
Because
that
once the adrenaline's all over and everything goes back to normal, what is your relationship based upon?
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken?
Yeah, right. I don't care about his extortion thing going on. I just care about this.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover.
Bonnie
She's
and
also
Clyde.
your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see the city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
It's not going down. I
Tell
think
me
I have to
why
level
you're
up.
extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Okay. Alright.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least.
Alright.
Goodbye,
So,
Milton.
alright. I can't mesmerize him yet, but now I know I have completed stuff.
Another night with the glorious battalion.
Let's go ahead and evolve. Right? We're going up. Who? Pippa. Are you Pippa? Yes, let's speak to Pippa first.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
So we have a lot of crap on this bitch.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm
Did you
fine.
see that look?
Really, I just need to sleep.
Okay.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I don't
I
care.
have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore.
Why?
But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's
Yeah.
all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Yeah. Okay.
How is the Pembroke's?
Well, not well,
How long?
or long enough.
You're right.
Alright.
How
So,
would you...
It's serious.
alright, so So the video actually reached an hour, so I have to chop this down.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What do we learn? Pippa has felt useless as a nurse since the beginning of the epidemic. Okay. So we got all the stuff out of her.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
How can you be affected by the misery around you, and be so heartless at the same time? Which
Right.
is the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reed. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Yeah.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Okay, okay.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot
As she
compete with
extorts
God.
people. Your God doesn't... You're... Mm-hmm.
And what about Milton?
Not even gonna go there.
Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
This episode's dragging on longer than I wanted, guys. Sorry about that, but it's just the story. There's so much story, man. I am loving this game. I got all of her stuff now.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
What the... Oh, there's my sword, man. Yeah, that's the stuff. Yes. That's the sword I got, man. Equip screen. 72 damage, 75 damage. Yeah, I want my sword. Equip. This is 65. This takes a lot of stamina to use. 58. I like this, so we're gonna put that over there, and then of course the stake and the gun and all that stuff. Here's this stuff. 1,000. But let's go ahead and do that. Let's increase stamina as well, because I was running out of stamina there. If you're loving this game, go ahead and click that like button. Donkey punch the hell out of it. Subscribe while you're there. Share the video with your friends. Maybe they want to check out this game as well. And we'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out, guys.